What's up? It's time for more One Piece. This is episode 470, 471, and 472. So just 3 episodes today, you know, that's the way we're doing it. That's the way we do it on this channel generally, is we do 4 episodes in 3, then 4, then 3. So yeah, we're doing 3 episodes today, but this is such a good arc. Obviously, there's a part of me that's constantly like, maybe I do 4 today, you know? But I also have an extremely busy schedule lately, so I need to allow myself to do smaller sections, because otherwise I'm going to burn myself out, I think, and I don't want to do that. I want to keep giving you guys content that is as good as I can make it, and content that keeps me engaged and enthused. I'm recording this in the middle of the day right now, which is not normally what I do. I normally either record videos as soon as I wake up or in the dead of night, like at 2 a.m. But right now, I'm splitting the difference at 5 p.m. right now. This is like normal human being time, kind of, almost. So I'm excited to get to it. Yeah, the Marineford arc has been awesome so far, and every single episode ends with like, oh, and here's something else awesome that's about to happen. And from what I remember, the most recent episode was Luffy coming up against Hawkeye. And now we wonder, like, can he beat Mihawk? I mean, no, probably not. But can he survive against Mihawk? Can he not be utterly destroyed? Can he, like, dodge him long enough? Or, like, move past him? Or get some help from someone? I don't know. Is Whitebeard gonna jump in? Oh, no. Is, maybe like, Marco. Because I think Marco was told to keep an eye on Luffy or whatever. I feel like. So maybe Marco actually comes up and helps out, and we get like Luffy and Marco working together. I don't know, but I'm excited to jump into it. So we're gonna do that very quickly. Make sure to support this video if you can, liking, commenting, and subscribing. I'm a small channel, so please help me out with that. I love reading your comments, so make sure to comment down below. And I have a Patreon account if you want the full-length versions of these reactions and early access, which means you can get the next at least 16 or so episodes on there right now. You also get access to all my content from the Gent Watches main channel, so it's literally thousands of videos of content. You can't complain about that. It's so cheap for what you get. It's too cheap. I do need to change the prices one day, but I haven't yet, so take advantage of me. And also my YouTube sponsorship, you can join that down below if you don't want to spend quite as much money, or you can't join Patreon for whatever reason. The YouTube sponsorship gives you a little icon next to your name, gives you access to emojis, and you get also 2 videos ahead of other people on YouTube. So if that's something that tickles your fancy, then go check that out. I'm just gonna get the names up of my members, because I do like to thank them if I can at the start here. So Sundor, Doki Doki, Franco L, Murav, BN, Jose, Cantoriano, Paul Clark, FCC View, Can Rotary Life, and Nithil KS. Thank you guys so much for being my YouTube members at the time of me recording this video. That list changes and goes back and forth and stuff, and so, you know, if I'm saying people who aren't there now, or were there before, or weren't there before but are there now, you know, that it's just understand I'm looking at the current list of members. So yeah, let's jump into this episode. This is episode 470 of One Piece. Woo! Okay, recap Rubik's. Here we go. If you are new to this channel, hi, welcome. And this is a Rubik's Cube that I do during every recap of One Piece. And the goal is to beat the recap with the Rubik's Cube. Okay, I mean, I'm so close to the end of this cube. It's crazy how close I am. He's going towards Hawkeye. I finished the cube. There you go. See? Oh, right into second gear. Look how quickly he transitioned there. Even Hawkeye struggled to follow him there. Oh, shit, man. Oh, no. Oh! Holy shit! That's like his, like, I don't hunt rabbits with a cannon line. I don't remember every worm. Oh, shit. Look out, Luffy. Holy shit. Oh, direct hit. I mean, Hawkeye's so fucking cool. I feel like Hawkeye's voice is cooler now as well. I feel like in older episodes he sounded stranger. Oh shit, okay, Jinbei's the one that's gonna help him. Oh shit! Just stops them. And then he cuts him in half. Oh! What's the result here? Yeah. Oh, now he's underwater though. That's his specialty. Luffy, don't get stuck again in an important arc. Oh shit! That was close. Oh! What the fuck just happened? Oh, he pulled himself back and punched the ground instead. He just had a vision of him losing his arms. Oh my god. Hawkeye's so insane. Like everyone whispering their cheers. My gosh. This would be a dangerous team up. They both have such big egos. Okay, no team up then. Oh shit! He's just a ball of puff. You have to stand up to laugh. Oh my god. I keep forgetting all these awesome confrontations that are happening. Husband. You guys staying in your wedding outfits on your honeymoon? Oh my god. Hearing Luffy say "my honey" is so weird. My god, they dedicate so much of the episode to Hancock's dreams. Tadaima. As soon as you threaten him, she's gonna snap back into fight mode. Oh! You've already seen it all? Okay. I don't know, maybe he has another trick up his sleeve. Maybe eventually he'll have fourth gear. I don't know if it'll come in this arc, but... Oh! Oh my gosh! Well, it makes sense. You can be cut. It's fine. Oh my god. Wow. You're shooting a muggy ball at fucking Hawkeye. What is this bit? Okay. What a weird bit. Oh my god. He takes out half the battlefield whenever he swings once. There we go. Come on, Marco. Oh yeah, and you. I forgot your name. I think he just said it. Vista or something? Nice! Oh. Yeah, Vista. He took one of his swords. Look at this. He must be a great swordsman to even block one of Hawkeye's swords. Oh, cool. Damn, he's holding him his own. Yep, he's saying this is Luffy's true strength. His charisma. Aww. Oh, it's great. That's so cool. Nice. Wow, they're doing a recap of all this shit. I guess I don't mind, this is kind of cool. Oh no. Oh shit, man. Oh. Interesting. I thought he wanted to show them to make a statement, but he doesn't want to show them because it makes them look crueler. Oh my gosh. So Goku's smart though. I like how... What's going on? Who's doing that? Oh no, it's Kumas? It's the extra Kumas? You know, PX, I think PX1, PX2, PX3. Oh my god, I didn't know there were this many! I thought that'd be 3! How many are there? At least 7? Wait, is it all of those dots Kumas? No way. Oh yeah, and this guy. My god. So much stuff, so many great characters all in this. Oh man, they're just bringing out all the playing cards that he's got to play with. I love it. It must be so fun to write a story like this, I think. I've been thinking about this a lot more recently because I have a degree in creative writing. I went to uni to learn more about writing because I love writing. I love, I do a lot of writing for fun, here and there, whether it be writing scripts or writing like D&D, stuff for my friends or whatever. I love to write. I think it's fun. Like writing, fun stories. And when I watch something like this, One Piece, like it's just, this is the exact sort of thing that it must be so great to have a long-running series that you can have these characters you care about and that the audience cares about, and you can bring them back in fun ways, and you always have these pieces to play with. And an arc like this must be so much fun to write. Because as I said, I've been thinking about it even more lately. Because a couple days ago, I got into bed and I was like lying in bed, and then I had this like idea in my mind for something that I wanted to like a story that I wanted to tell, or a story that I wanted to write, and like it was this idea for like, oh, this could be like a big, like a expansive world that you kept adding shit to and got better and cooler over time, sort of like One Piece, and then I was thinking about it and I was like, what is the story though? Like what form would it take? And the only thing I could think was like it would work well as like a comic, like a web comic or a webtoon or whatever. Like I don't read many of them, but I've seen them here or there. And I always think like it's a really cool format. Tower of God was one that I read for a while. Like I didn't read a crazy amount, but I read a few hundred chapters of Tower of God, and I really liked that, and it's a cool format. And so like I thought, that's the sort of story I'm imagining, is like a story that could fit into that. But then there's the problem of, well, I can't draw. I'm not an artist. So, like, it's a story that I probably can't really tell unless I dedicate years on learning to draw, or there's like, or I find another artist who's like, oh, I want to work on a story, but I don't want to write the story. I'd be like, I'll write the story and whatever. But yeah, it's a thing. Like, I'm very jealous of someone like Oda, who he can draw and he can tell a really good story, and so he's like bringing his story to life, and it's like such a fun. Like, it's a story, it's clearly full of love, and it's clearly something that he cares about so much, and that he can properly bring to life. And I get jealous of that, you know? Because I want that. I want to bring my stories to life like that sometimes. Because, yeah, there's so much I'd want to do for, like, a long series, and having, like, a Marineford type arc is so cool to just bring back all those pieces. But, yeah, so this was a great episode. I was shocked by that bit where Luffy had like a vision of his arms getting chopped off, because it's just very funny to me. Like, because as soon as it happened, in my head I had this big thought of like, oh my god, maybe his arms did get chopped off, and if that happened, like, I was trying to, like, in my head, figure out how Oda goes from here. Like, obviously, Luffy doesn't lose his arms forever, but, like, is there someone here who could fix them, or, you know, is this going to be a temporary, like, he has lost his arms for the rest of this arc or something? I don't know. It was a genuine thought that was going in my head, but no, it was one of those classic moments where he was punching towards him, and then in his head, he was like, shit, I have the instinct of, I can sense that if I push my arms any further, he's going to slice them off and I lose my arms. And so he quickly changed his mind and punched the ground. So I really like that. I think that was a great way to illustrate that, and to show just how powerful Hawkeye is if Luffy's a little bit reckless, he is injured heavily or dies. Like, just a tiny bit reckless. Sometimes Luffy will do that, where he'll go like gum pistol before he even thinks about it, just like out of rage and instinct. He just tries to punch someone, but then they're ready for it. But if Hawkeye's ready for it, he kills you, you know? So yeah, I really like that. I love the idea, like, the warlords in general. Will you look at that? Look at that. That's awful. The warlords in general are such interesting characters, because you get to have these like, antagonists in this series that will, you know, defend the government and will fight for the government and will do their bidding, but they're not really working for the government. Like, they're working for the government out of sort of necessity and convenience, but not out of choice. So because of that, all the warlords, because they're just like dickhead pirates, you know, all the warlords have their own selfish motivations, and at any time they could flip. At any time. And they do, consistently. I mean, Crocodile is flipping on them right now. Jinbei flipped on them, you know. Boa is now flipping on them. Doflamingo was making an offer to Crocodile, which I'm sure if Crocodile would have taken it, those two could cause some destruction, and I'm sure they wouldn't be following the government's orders much there. Like, it's all of these characters. Basically, I feel like Kuma right now is the only one who wouldn't completely turn on the government, because I don't think he maybe has the capability to do that anymore. But he still isn't completely following what the government wants him to do, because he didn't kill the Straw Hats. He sent them to different islands or whatever. Excuse me. So yeah, I just think it's just a really interesting concept, the warlords in general, because you just have so many characters with these complex motivations, and you can toy with that so much. Vista is really cool. I like Vista a lot, and I'm shocked he was able to keep up with Hawkeye like that. That is a huge compliment to Hawkeye, because I feel like that means Vista's probably better than Zoro, I would think, right now. I mean, Zoro's improved a lot since his duel with Hawkeye, obviously, But has he improved so much that he'd be able to do that with Hawkeye? I don't know. I feel like Vista is like one of the best swordsmen in the world. Just like maybe like from this short bit we saw, unless Hawkeye was like fully holding back, like he was actually like trying to let him look good. Like I feel like even Hawkeye kind of holding back should still, I mean, like, yeah, if you look at the Zoro thing, like he was holding back against Zoro for sure. He was using the tiny little knife, and he still was doing better against Zoro than he is right now against Vista with Yordu in hand. So yeah, I feel like Vista is just incredible, and that's really cool because I like Vista. I love Whitebeard's crew. They are a top tier crew. They are probably, I'm trying to think if there's any crew that we've seen in the whole show that I think is as good as Whitebeard's other than the Straw Hats. And I don't think so. And I'm not talking about in skill. In skill, Whitebeard's probably the strongest crew we've ever seen. But in terms of how much I like them, I think they're like only second to the Straw Hats, which is a huge fucking compliment. Because the Straw Hats have Nami on it, which, you know, sends them really high up there. My only complaint about them is that the Whitebeard crew doesn't have many women on it. If they had some cool high-ranking women, they'd be fucking amazing. They'd be up there. So yeah, I love them. And I love what Hawkeye was saying as well. There was a lot this episode. I love what Hawkeye was saying about Luffy in his head, I guess. He was looking at Luffy and he was like, it's not about his skill or his strength. Like, it's not about his ability. It's that everyone wants to help Luffy. Like, it's not that he's an incredibly powerful pirate. It's that if you're fucking with him, you're fucking with everyone. Because everywhere he goes, he gathers allies. And that makes him one of the most powerful people on the sea. Because of that ability to make everyone want to defend him. And it's brilliant. That's a perfect summary of Luffy's character. And I love that it's like that's spotted by Hawkeye, who's got like, you know, an eye for detail. And he's the one that is able to like put that together. That's a really cool little detail. But yeah, I think that's great that you can summarize Luffy's character so nicely that his charisma, his likability is what sets him apart from every other pirate on the sea. Because Moria, I'm using Moria as an example because he's like a recent character that we dislike. But Moria has, you know, skill and ability or whatever, but everyone hates him. Like, I don't even think his like main crew were that loyal to him overall. The ones that follow him mostly are zombies who are kind of forced to follow him because of his power. But he's not very well liked, you know? And so Moria, hey, maybe is kind of stronger than Luffy at his best, possibly. Like when Moria is at his best, maybe. He might be kind of stronger than Luffy most times. But it doesn't matter because Luffy has his crew. Luffy has other pirates. And it's great to see, like, this is an arc where Luffy doesn't have his crew. Where he doesn't have the Straw Hats. So it can really dig into what Luffy's skills are. And his skill is still the people around him. Even when he doesn't have his crew. He fucking recruited Boa Hancock. Like, this remarkably unlikable woman. I mean, from in universe, people in universe, you know, she's bitchy and stubborn and isn't easy to recruit, doesn't play nice with others, and yet Luffy completely won her over, head over heels, that she would do anything for him. And that's just one such example. So yeah, it's incredible. And now we have an army of Kumas to deal with. Oh my god, let's move on to the next episode. There was so much to talk about there. Let's go. Episode 471 of One Piece. Here we go. Okay. Recap Rubik's. Here we go. Okay. That's the cube complete. Okay, don't look! Don't look! Don't look at all! I'm just looking at my hair to make sure it's not shit. I'm not looking at the title. There's so fucking many. I thought there were like 3. I didn't know they literally had an army of them. They're unreasonably strong for having so many. That fighting stance. It's the same as Bon Clay's, because I imagine they use the same fighting style. It's amazing how much they've talked about Dr. Vegapunk and we've never seen them. What a mustache. Push us forward. Yep. Makes sense. We're now surrounded on both sides. Good job, Whitebeard. Keep it to a minimum. So basically, yeah, it's okay. Just, you know, try not to. Oh no. The squall seems expendable. Oh! Oh god, your weapon. Oh my god. The sound Kumas make is really cool. It's really terrifying. Oh my god. Holy shit! Oh god, man. This is really bad. Quite genuinely, 2 or 3 of these would have felt like they could do most of us out. I don't think that sentence made sense, but you get it. Whitebeard wouldn't sacrifice his own. Yeah, Marco! Marco is unbelievably cool. Hell yeah. Oh, can you do anything? That's pretty sick. Must be kind of exciting for you. Swordsmen tend to have that pride. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Okay. Oh, cool. I like those visuals. Oh, he blocked it. Sent it into the sky. I think it'd be cool if he sent it into the sky and it split the clouds in like a flower shape. That'd be cool. Oh, now they're turning off the things. I also want to say the fact that they're still using the archipelago bubbles popping as like danger is cool. Like they're keeping that theme going. It's like bad shit's happening, bubbles are popping. Oh my god. Yeah! Oh! No! Go back to the beginning. Go straight to jail. Do not pass go. Ooh. Nice. You remind me of a what's it called? Those performances that Japanese people do? Akane Banashi is based on it. It's like the storytelling art, but I forgot what it's called. Awesome, I'm so excited. Nami! back. Can someone kill Moria, please? Kurio. He loves bragging so loudly. Oh. Put it on hold. Why? Hawkeye wants to go do something else. Oh, Tashigi! Oh. Are they looking for the other video transponder that's still... They're lighting it! That's so funny that they have like the mirror in. Oh my god. He's putting lipstick on the nose. Ah, this is the funniest buggy bit they've done in a long time, if ever. This is great. Buggy's actually doing some shit. In a way. He's so beat up. I can't believe he's actually fucking with marine plans. This is actually working. I like this development. Well, it's live. People saw... Oh my god. You can't just say take two. His fucking voice. Oh my god. Ah, he is squad. He's got like a spider on his head? He's built up loyalty. That's a long sword, looks like. Yeah, we all get it. We're all on the same page. Huh? I didn't have to do this or something? What? Uh-oh. Oh? What? 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 Oh no! That's why he's up there! He's up there to try to assassinate Whitebeard! Oh my god. Shit, man! I wish I had theories as to why the hell that's happening, but I don't. I mean, he said, like, I wish that we were your family too. Like, implying, like, he doesn't feel that they're on the same level of respect as someone like Ace is. Like, he'll risk everything for Ace, but he wouldn't do this for anyone else, or at least not many other people. I don't know. But wow. I mean, that's crazy, because he sworded through. He put a sword right through Whitebeard. We know Whitebeard's fruit is the tremor-tremor fruit. I imagine, like, the tremor-tremor fruit, it's not a Logia fruit. So he can't just, like, you know, if he had a fruit like Marco's, it would be like, all right, he got stabbed through, but it's fine. But we know he doesn't have that. And he's already kind of, you know, not in the greatest health. So is he fucked now? Or is, you know, like, I'm not saying that's definitely killing him. I'm just saying, like, for some people that would kill them, is it going to kill him? I mean, he's incredibly strong, so I would believe if he could just tank it out. But I'd also believe if it's like that's you know, all that, excuse me, needed to take him down, because especially like Whitebeard is all about his family, the people that are close to him and his allies, and supporting them and doing this the way that, you know, like with those people that are close to him. It would make sense if the person who was going to take him down would be someone close to him, because that like once it maybe he only lets his guard down around someone once he truly trusts them, and maybe Squad was someone that he truly trusted. I don't know. But wow. Anyway, I find it very interesting that like we haven't seen Vegapunk yet, right? Like in this entire show, I don't even think we've seen a glimpse of Vegapunk. I'm not even sure if we've seen like a silhouette. I don't even know if I know Vegapunk's gender. They just call them Dr. Vegapunk. Maybe they've said he, but I can't remember. And so so I'm just gonna say they, because I got no idea. But they've been keeping that character in their back pocket for so long. I think I definitely remember them mentioning Vegapunk as far back as Water 7, but like genuinely it could have been earlier than that, when they first mentioned them. And it's like, it's the sort of character that I feel like you would mention and mention and mention, because eventually because like soon you're going to like show them doing something. But like every time that they could show Vegapunk, they haven't, you know? Like I feel like when you're showing this Kuma army, wouldn't it make sense for either Vegapunk to be there going, yeah, this is my Kuma army, you know? I'm just making up an idea of like Vegapunk being like a Robotnik type character, but either doing that or Vegapunk being like back on Mechanical Island or whatever, like with a joystick controlling something, going like, yes, this is all working out to my plans, you know? Like, I thought maybe they'd be doing that, but every time I think like, oh, maybe they'll cut to Vegapunk now, they never do. So they must really be saving them. And if they are, what for? I mean, not what for. Like, I know, you know, there's no reason that he has to do it, but I'm just like, it feels like it's gonna be big when we actually do meet them. I feel like they've got to be like a really important and like big character in the story when they do come up, because of how much build up we've had, you know? Like we had a lot of build up of Whitebeard as well. And now Whitebeard is a huge part of this story. Whitebeard is one of the, like whenever Whitebeard is on screen with anyone else, Whitebeard is the most important character there, you know? So, I'm very curious. I just, they keep mentioning Vegapunk and I keep just having it in the back of my mind. And I know there's a saga called Punk Hazard or whatever, eventually, but I don't think it's the next one. No, I don't think it's the next one. So that's still quite far away. If that is when we meet Vegapunk, like that's still a far way away. But yeah, anyway, anything else that I wanted to talk about there? Oh, the Buggy video. They're finally using Buggy in a way that I really like. He's been my least favorite part of these episodes for a while now. Not because I don't like Buggy necessarily. I've liked Buggy more and more as I've watched this series. Like, he's endearing, he's kind of funny. It's a good little comic relief or whatever. But at the same time, a lot of the time, it's like, I don't feel like this storyline right now. I want to be watching other stuff, you know? It always felt like it was detracting from the scenes. But this I really like, because it's allowing, first of all, really funny bit, like them having the technical difficulties or like be back soon on the piece of paper, and then them having like film lights and them having the like reflector things. If you've ever been like on a set or whatever, like a movie set, or in my cases I've been in like student films and stuff, they like a lot of the time they'll have like this sort of reflector, which I think it like evens out the light on your face. Like you'll have like harsh light coming from from a section or whatever, but to make it look more natural, you can have like light coming off a reflector and hitting your face, and it makes the light look better. I'm not a professional in terms of production of videos, so I can't tell you exactly what its purpose is, but it is it's a useful thing that they use. But it's so funny to have that like in something like this. The idea that like these random crew are like sort of video savvy enough to have film lights and a like mirror to use as a reflector for stuff like that, and then one was doing the makeup, and the joke of like them putting the like applying the lipstick and then moving up and applying it to his nose, fucking primo humor. That's really funny, especially when they didn't like really talk about it or anything. Buggy didn't go like, don't put it on my nose or whatever. Like it was just a thing they did. They just chopped him up and then they moved on. Really, really good. That's so funny. So, and the main reason I like it though is not that just that it's funny, because some other stuff that Buggy's done is funny, but also that it's actually important to the story that he's doing this, because he is delaying the Marines. The Marines don't want any of this shit on video. Because I imagine because like it makes them look like the bad guys. Like they want to be as brutal as they can right now to the pirates, and also, you know, allow collateral damage to happen and stuff. And they want to be able to like execute Ace just in a sort of monstrous fashion. But they also want to come out the other side and tell the world the story that they want to tell with like no opposing evidence. It ties very much into that history is written by the victors thing they were talking about earlier. And so Buggy being here and having stolen their transponder snail, and like now using it to make his own stupid propaganda video, is legitimately hurting the Marines and making them panic. And I really like that. And I think that's just a great way to use Buggy's character, because you can still do fun little bits and jokes, but it's like really also important to the story itself, and it's holding them up. So it's great. I love it. Yeah, anyway, let's move on to the last episode we're doing in this video already. Wow, these videos fly by in the Marineford arc. Let's move on to episode 472. Here we go. Okay, recap Rubik's. Here we go. Okay, that's the cube complete. Ta-da! Okay, don't look, don't spoil myself! It's gonna say Whitebeard dies in this episode. Okay, so what are we doing? Is he dead? Oh my god. Everyone saw it. Of course, Doflamingo. Just the biggest grin. Fucking Moria. Moria's like, this is the best shit ever. Shit, man. He's sweating. That's not good. Oh shit, and it was filmed? So everyone saw it? Oh. Broadcast worldwide. Well, Spider. Oh. Yes, Marco. Why? Oh, Whitebeard. Huh? I don't know. Well, that's true. Backstory? Oh my god. Whitebeard's huge. I always forget how big he is. I see. Okay. I'm seeing now. Yeah. Oh. It's petty, but I get it. Aww. So yeah, he feels like there's favoritism, and he feels like it's towards someone he hates as well. So that's like what Akainu was setting. Oh shit. This is interesting. I think this is Akainu's play. He's turning the allies against Whitebeard. Really interesting play. Yeah. God damn, man. I don't know how to feel about it. I don't know how to feel. Aww. That guy had a panda hat as well. Does that count as seeing Panda Man? No! Just... I want more! I mean, I'm gonna get more, but don't break it up. Yep, that is true. Look at that fucking... I've never really noticed that long beard. Or at least I don't remember it. Oh shit. Oh, there it is. I mean, honestly... Oh, geez, they actually turned him to ice. That's probably a bad time for the camera to turn off. Because now it seems like a cover-up. Damn, Crocodile was angry at Whitebeard. He's got that enemy respect. Like, don't make me look bad by you being weak. I don't think he's gonna kill him. Oh, I don't know. You get a spanking. Oh! Oh my god, Whitebeard. Is he like, I'm sorry I didn't tell you? He's such a dad! Oh my god, Whitebeard. He's also pressing his face into the wound. God, that's a crazy plan. Really interesting though. Yeah. He's such a dad. Oh my god, Whitebeard. How can you not feel like you betrayed Whitebeard after that? Like... Anyway, Akainu, time to fuck you up. Oh! Now he's pissed! Fuck yeah! Fuck yeah, you do. Oh man. If he's now back on Whitebeard's side. Oh yeah, baby! He won them all back! Croco brat. True. Oh, he's such a great character. Oh my god. Here he comes! Next episode! Oh man, that was brilliant. That was so good. What a great character Whitebeard is. He's so great. He's... Just him being a good father to people who aren't actually his biological family, but he's just a good father to so many people. The father that they kind of need. Especially in this world, which, like, family bonds aren't as prioritized in this world, it feels like, because, like, a lot of these characters that we're seeing, they're, like, characters that travel around and stuff. So families don't, like, a lot of the main characters and their families and stuff, we don't know them or we don't see them much, or if ever, because the because we're traveling from place to place. We're not, like, living with them. And so having, like, a lot of this series, a big theme of it being found families, and then having a character like Whitebeard is perfect, because he's, like, the ultimate found family character. So this, I mean, he has someone betray him and stab him, and he hugs him and, like, empathizes with him because he was, like, he said something like, which one of them tainted your pure and loyal heart, or something along those lines, you know? Which I just think is, like, so beautiful, that he's like, I know you're not like this. I know you're prone to anger. I know that you're the sort of person who could be manipulated to do this, but I know this isn't your feelings. Someone has used you here. And so, like, yeah, he allows them to make mistakes, you know? It's great. I love characters that allows the people that, you know, work under them to make mistakes, because I think also that's something you should do in real life, right? Like, no tolerance policies or whatever suck, because people make mistakes and that happens. It does remind me of it's one tiny bit of Dr. Stone, and it's not an important scene at all. It's just like a sort of one-off scene, but there's basically like a section in Dr. Stone, and I'll be pretty vague about it just in case people haven't watched it and don't want to be spoiled. But there's a section in Dr. Stone where there's a group of people who like, one of them made a mistake at some point, and then at another point the main characters are escaping from them, but all of the people are, like, sort of afraid to go after them because they might make the same mistake that the first person made. And Senku says, like, hey, that's what happens when you punish a mistake too hard. And it's like, and it's a really good, I think it's a really good showing of, like, leadership, is, like, leading people. The people that you're leading, if they like you, it's way better than if they fear you. Leading by fear is a terrible way to lead, because if you lead by fear, people are going to be looking for an escape route at all times. If they get something better, of course they're gonna fucking leave you. You're leading them by fear, you're a fucking idiot, you know? Like, why would they stay with you? Why would they have any loyalty to you? If you have this, like, mindset of, like, oh, your employees need to hate you, or your employees need to be scared that you're gonna punish them. That's stupid. That's fucking dumb. Because if you punish people too harshly, then all that does is make them scared they're going to make the mistake, which doesn't make them less likely to make it. It makes them more likely to try to avoid you, and, like, by any means necessary, and be dishonest with you and lie to you because they want to get out of that punishment as best they can. And it will make them less likely to take risks for you as well, because if they take risks and fail, then you know, it's fucked. So they're basically going to just cruise along playing safe and shittily forever until they can find someone better, and then leave you behind because you don't deserve them, you know? So I really always liked that line in Dr. Stone. Like, that's what happens when you punish mistakes too harshly, because that Whitebeard was put in that position right here. He could have just killed the Squad, right? And basically said to everyone, like, this is what happens when you go against me. This is what happens when you doubt me, you know? But he didn't do that because he's a better leader than that. Instead, he hugs him and says, like, I'm disappointed. Like, he still reprimands him. He's not off scot-free, but he's like, I need to figure out who did this to you, because you're a victim as well, you know? And I mean, with Squad as well, it may be a matter of like punishment as time served. Like, do you see how upset he was? Like, I think he's a victim of this situation as well, because he got manipulated and used. I don't know if he needs any more punishment than that. Now that he's realized that happened to him, I think he's learned. Like, how much more do you need to punish him? Like, make him, you know, sweep your bedroom for a week. Like, you don't need to give him much more punishment than that. So yeah, I really loved that so much. Akainu's a scumbag. It's crazy. It's like, it seems like if we have like a sequence of like the 3 admirals, it's like Sengoku might be the worst, but it's hard to tell because he's sort of like maniacal. I mean, not maniacal. What's the word I'm looking for? Well, anyway, he pulls all the strings behind the scenes. And so, I knew that was coming. I looked at the time and I went, it's 7 o'clock. My alarm's gonna go off any second now. He pulls all the strings behind the scenes. So like a lot of the fucked up things are things that he's telling people to do. So he might be the worst of all of them, but it's hard to tell because he's also like relatively, well, because he's not doing them himself. I can't really tell how much he like enjoys it or how much, you know, how much of it is actually him. But if we're going for the 3 admirals, it's like Akainu seems like the worst. Like, he seems just pure evil. Kizaru seems like almost apathetic. Like, he's horrible because he doesn't give a shit about anyone. But it's also like it doesn't seem like, oh, actually, I don't know. I was gonna say it doesn't seem like he gets joy from doing horrible stuff, and he's not. It feels like he's just lazy, I guess, is the idea that I'm getting at. But maybe he does. It does kind of look like he gets joy from it sometimes. But, like, yeah, sometimes I feel like he would just sit back and see how things play out just out of entertainment value. But that's an evil in itself. So he's still pretty horrible. And then there's Aokiji, who seems to have at least some sort of code to him, you know? We've seen, like, he's still a member of the Marines, and he's still doing their bidding and stuff. But at the same time, he gives people an out, and he seems to at least somewhat care about people. And so, yeah, he's the most interesting one and seems like the least evil of all of them. But, yeah, anyway, Kainu's fucked, man. And, yeah, Roger killed Squad's crew. Not much I can say about that, but I just wanted to say it to note it for future. So I can see why he was like, everyone must have thought I was an idiot, or like I must have looked so stupid. He said something like that, like he was embarrassed about the fact that he liked Ace so much. And that's the big thing, I think. It's like the humiliation of like, oh, look how close you got to this guy, and this guy is the son of your greatest enemy, and you didn't even know. Which, like, I think he just felt humiliated. He felt like, you know, people are going to look down upon him now because he talks big about how much he hates Gold Roger. And now, you know, look how much of a fool he is for falling for Gold Roger's greatest ploy, which is having a son and getting him close to you or whatever. And that's like a really sad way to think. And it's a wrong way to think because like Ace hasn't done anything to you, as Whitebeard said, but I think it makes the motivation makes a lot of sense. Anyway, that is One Piece episodes 470 to 472. Thank you for joining me. Make sure to support this video if you can, liking, commenting, and subscribing, and go to my Patreon account if you want the full-length reactions, early access, and exclusive videos. I will see you next time. Goodbye.